Now, when we make these brushes, I expect you to remember to actually have paid attention. I'm going to jump over to Safari, back to Photoshop Brushes 101A. Remember when I showed you how to save custom brush sets? Remember how I showed you how to add brushes, how to customize this whole setup so you could work smart? Remember that? That's what I want you to do. And not necessarily with this brush unless you really like it. I can see some uses for this. I can see all kinds of variations on a theme here too, how this could work and work quite interestingly. And it doesn't necessarily have to be in a circle. We could use Command D in a pattern that moved horizontally across the artboard or vertically down the artboard. Oh my goodness. All you have to do is do one duplication, then Command D over and over and over and over and over. Hold down Command D and it just repeats automatically, but do a little mask so the whole thing ends up evenly spaced, equidistant spaces between these, unless you're looking for something not so geometric. That's up to you. And while we're talking about you, I'm sure some of you, I'm going to hit Command R, are thinking, when Scotchgo pulled out a guide, how come he, oh, I hit the guides, Command R, or Command semicolon. How come he didn't just, and I don't have this on, sorry about that, I'm not going to start over. Where is pinpoint? It's not here. There we go, and I can turn this on so you can see these. Sorry about that. So now I can come out here, toggle on, come on. There we go. So now I can select this. What's locked? Option Command semicolon to unlock them all. Select, my goodness, how difficult that is. And then center. Remember, we're going to check and see align to artboard and then center it on the artboard. And there it went right to the center. So yes, there's another way to do it, but I wanted to show you how to set those dimensions yourself. Now, with the selection tool, I'm going to go ahead and click Command A to select everything on the stage. And all I'm selecting, if you have stray elements, don't select them. All I'm selecting is that right there. That's a little less than 5,000 pixels square, and Command C to copy. Then I'm going to jump over to Photoshop and Command N to open up a new document. And the new document automatically opens at the size of the clipboard, the image on the clipboard. But I'm going to change this to 5,000 by 5,000. Leave the artboard white. And we can name this if you want. We're going to be making a custom brush though, so it really doesn't matter. Click OK with a white background. Then we hit Command V to paste this as a smart object. Yes. Boom. It's there. Hit return to place it. It shows up right in the center of the page. And edit. Guess what? Define brush preset. Give this a very cool name. Remember, it was a 5-degree rotation, right? And you could give it some other description. Whoa, Command Z, what happened there? Sorry about that. And now it is saved in your brush panel, right? Click on brushes, click here, and there it is, waiting for you to use. How might you use it? With the brush engine, you can resize this. It doesn't have to be 4893 pixels large. You can always make it smaller, right? So you can come out here. I can load another layer with this brush tool. Can hold down Option and Command and make this smaller. And look, I'm painting with white at the letter X. So you can also paint this. Notice how it's gray and the overlap is darker. That's because my opacity is low. Option Command Z to take those away. Crank up the opacity, click and drag. I don't know. Do you like that? Command Z. You figure it out. The idea is you can make brushes in Illustrator. And if you use your imagination, you can do some incredible things. And what I haven't shown you, and maybe I'll show you tomorrow, is down at this FX. What in the world is that? Let's say I delete that. You know, should I show you? Or should I let you discover it on your... Whoever comes up in each class with the best example of how you can use, what is this FX? And not necessarily with a smart object. You may have to duplicate this and rasterize it. You're going to have to experiment. And it shouldn't just be on white. Or should it be? Could you combine it with images? Could you use it on a mask? Could you use it with itself against a different back? I don't know. But the top experiments will be rewarded tomorrow in tomorrow night's videos. So tomorrow I am in workshops all day long. Oh my goodness. I would so much rather be with you. But I'll be getting emails from you as you submit your fabulous results. We may extend this out another day because tomorrow is a collaboration day and you don't have a lot of time, and these videos took a lot of time and you need some time to experiment, and we can't let period 1 and 2 and 5 and 6 have an unnatural advantage over you because they're in a block class and they get 2 periods. So period 3 and 4, I expect you to hold your own, kick some graphic butt, and do some great, fabulous examples of what can be accomplished. I want you to submit JPEGs, and I'll write this down too. But again, I want them 1,000 pixels. I don't want them huge. You got it? 1,000 pixels in the largest direction. You do not have to work in a square format. You may work in landscape or portrait. Something interesting. Go do it. Have some fun. Amaze me.